Welcome to the Bird Gang Nation Sports Media Show, repping the greatest team of all time. Let's go! Bird Gang 31, he be the host with the most. We going deep, burning teams. They ain't nothing but toast. It's in your rest there. Sirianni put me in coach, running like Miles Sanders till I butt my head on the post. Touchdown! Yeah, that's coming. Devontae's crazy route running. Jalen hurting them, throwing lasers to Rager, young gunning. Come on! On the D side, we ride, sack him with Fletcher, lay him out on the stretcher. No one can protect you. Watch Darius lay him, shutting down your routes. Come on! In my green John, eating Philly cheesesteaks. Put up your cups, wings up, if you can relate. Tailgating at the link like Gangsta Stride. To the Bird Gang Nation, that's worldwide. On Sundays, catch the pre and post game. Mondays is Birds on Broad Street with Philly Notion and Cool Cat, the man in motion. And Wednesdays, the midweek special got you open with JC from Eagles Talk, hitting like B-Dog, baby.
Welcome to another episode of Bird Gang Nation Sports Talk. I'm your host, Bird Gang 31. Today, Nation, we have a very special guest in the house today. You know, Eagles GOAT, Mr. Philly 500 in the house. How you doing, my guy?
What's happening, my man? How you doing?
I'm feeling good, man. Feeling good. You know, tomorrow's the game, and I cannot wait to see these birds turning around, man. Turning around tomorrow. That's what I'm hoping for.
That would be nice. That would be real nice. This is the game to do it. I think this is the game that you can win. And this is a game you got to win because you got the Bucs on Thursday night. So it does not get any easier.
Yeah, you know man. I mean? Yeah. We have to. I feel like, do you feel like the same way? Because I kind of feel like, you know, I hate using the must-win thing. But in terms of our schedule and the things that we got coming up here, man, I feel like this is a must-win game.
Yeah, I would say
if we want to be relevant.
Yeah, I would say that if you figure the way Dallas is playing right now, right? I think they beat the Giants because the Giants stink. So if you don't want to lose too much ground, this game is kind of that. Now it's not technically a must-win, but it feels like if we could win this game, we could come out of this tough stretch and be okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like I said, I feel like we gotta win this game because, like, you lose this game, and then Tampa Bay, that's gonna be a rough one to win. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that we can't win it, but you know, everybody know that's more likely not. You know, and
right?
then you got we got the Raiders after that. You know, and man, it doesn't get any better. All the teams that we thought in the beginning of the season might be easy games is turning out now that we're in the season. They're good teams. You know, Carolina. Yeah. I didn't think Carolina's gonna be 3-1 right now.
I think they're frauds, but I mean we're gonna find out. But I'm not a believer in Sam Darnold. They're probably not gonna have Christian McCaffrey, so yeah, it's hard for me to believe in them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. They lost their starting cornerback too.
Yeah.
What's his name? Horn. But they did pick up C.J. Henderson. Were you mad how we didn't go pick up none of these guys? You know what I'm saying? Yo, we could have got C.J. We could have got the linebacker Smith. We could have got Gilmore.
To me, the C.J. thing is like, okay, why do they want to trade this guy so bad when he was a top 10 pick? You know what I mean? Why would you want to trade him? To me, that's like there's got to be something wrong. They're not telling us. I'm not touching it. And then as far as Gilmore, I wouldn't have touched him. Not with this team where we're at right now, no. So I'm okay that he didn't go after either of those two guys.
And even Jalen Smith?
I think they should have gone after Jalen Smith. I thought
Right.
that was the right move because he would have been cheap, and a one-legged Jalen Smith is better than every linebacker we have combined.
Facts, man. I thought
Our
Howie should have
linebackers
got
stink.
on that phone that night and signed him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
sure.
he was tripping. So let's get to our offense right now. How you liking Jalen Hurts so far? I know it's been a while since you've been on the show, but how you liking Jalen Hurts? Is your thoughts changed from the first time? You know what I'm saying? You're still in wait and see mode, or is he pushing you more towards he can be our guy?
No, I'm still in wait and see mode. Because, uh, you know, I have to see the whole body of work, right? I just can't go from week to week to week because I can say, yeah, he's great against Atlanta. Second half of San Francisco, not great. Horrible against Dallas. Really good last week versus Kansas City. I just don't know yet. I will say this. I was impressed with his response to the Dallas game. I thought that was very big. For him to come out and play good against Kansas City after that horrible performance
Mm-hmm.
is something that is good. So it's a good sign. I'm rooting for the kid, but I'm still I'm not going to make any decisions until at least after the season with him.
Oh, okay. Because my deal with him is like he's doing everything you need him to do right now. He's doing what the coach is giving him opportunity to do. You know, my biggest thing with him is he can be even better if we didn't have the penalties and we ran the ball. You know, people are missing that part. The running the ball for the offense that we have, I feel would open up a lot more receiver
Yeah,
play. Will open up a
yeah,
lot more everything. You know what I'm saying? It help our
yeah.
linemen now. You know, you got these big guys backpedaling all game
Right,
long. You know what I'm
right,
saying? That's why they're getting all these leg injuries. And it's like if we ran the ball, you let them oppose their will, you know, that suck up the safety, suck up the linebackers and things like that to the point where now you got wide open, even though Devontae Smith can get open by himself, but he'll be even more open. You know what I'm saying? Like Quest Walkers will
right.
be more open over the top to where we can get some more of these deep balls in there, you know.
I
So
agree. I agree. I mean, to me, the most disappointing thing about this year so far is Nick Sirianni. For all
yeah.
the talk he said, for all the hey, I build my offense around what the talent of the team is, he's done the complete opposite. If that's the case, then why is Miles Sanders not being used? I
Mm-hmm.
mean, how can you not use a guy that could break an 80-yard run at any point in time? You know,
Anytime.
at any point in time, he can
Do you
break it
think
off.
they keep doing them like this? He's gonna ask for a trade by the trading deadline?
I don't think he'll ask for a trade by the deadline, but I got to think that he's not going to sign an extension. You know what I mean?
Right.
Cryptologist, what's up, my man?
Do you think that, you know, you hear people talking about that and they're saying that maybe it's just because Gainwell's more the back we need for this offense that they're trying to run because he's more of a pass catching running back, you know what I'm saying? Or are you on a boat where it doesn't matter what the rookie's doing, you should be giving the ball to Miles Sanders?
I'm with you there. That's where I'm at. Give it ball, Miles. Rookie can do what the rookie's going to do when he's got given opportunities, but Miles still needs his touches. Miles should have 15 carries a game, 15
Right?
carries, and another 5 to 10 receiving uh, touches. That's
Like
how
20,
I see it.
like
But
25 touches a game would be
20,
huge for
25
him.
touches. Yeah, 10 of them can be through the air. The rest got to be runs.
Yeah, and Jalen Hurts should not be our leading rusher on our football team, period.
No,
Like
no.
there's nothing you can add up to make that sound right.
Right.
How do you like Mailata being back and the rumors saying that he's gonna be right tackle this week,
I
leaving Dillard on the field at left
Yeah.
tackle?
Well, I guess some people want Driscoll to play right tackle, but I think Driscoll isn't he playing right guard? Isn't he? Is he playing right guard? Or are they going to have Herbeck there? You
It
probably
is.
got Dickerson at left guard, right? Kelsey at center, and then you're going to have Dillard, who's proven he can't switch between left to right tackle. So
Yeah.
I don't understand what else you could do if you're not going to put Driscoll at right tackle. You know that would be the
I
only other
thought
thing you do.
Driscoll played decent at the right
I
tackle
did
spot. I
too.
thought
I like
Mailata was gonna
Driscoll.
go back to the left tackle and leave Driscoll and
I
Herbert over there.
I agree. I agree with you
Mhm.
100%.
How you
I
like
don't.
Landon,
How do I like what?
Landon
Uh,
Dickerson?
he's a rookie. I have to see more, but I mean, I definitely think he's got talent. He's big,
Mhm.
but I thought he did okay at left guard. But he's a rookie. I need to see more.
Yeah, man. Landon, you know, I think once we get like he gets 3, 4, maybe 5 games in, you start seeing his true, you know, talent show. You know, him moving positions every week. Like the first week he was the right guard, next
Right.
week he's that left guard. You know, I think they need to stick with one of them and just leave him there.
Right, and think I just, I mean, look, he may be a great player, but I can't help but think Asante Samuel Jr. or JOK. Like you could have had one of those two guys. Both of them have looked great. And then you probably could have traded up and still got Dickerson because he was injured.
Yeah.
So, that's what goes through my mind when I see Dickerson,
Yeah, definitely. I was a big fan of Asante Samuels Jr. Man, I want him on our team so bad.
Yeah.
Like that would have been a blessing to have him on here. But our DBs aren't really. They're not really. I'm not a huge fan of Nelson at all, really. But
Hey, Richard Henney, I got it on one more day.
Go, Bruce.
One more day of this crap. Mark
A whole
Holmes is
week
my
you had
daddy.
to do it? You had
All
to do it
week.
for a whole week?
Whole week. Yeah. I got one more day. Tonight's the
Hey,
last
at least
night.
you're being a man about it. You're honoring your word,
That's
man.
right.
That's all that matters. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So I tell Mark, at least I ain't scared to bet.
Right? You can't be scared to bet. You gotta have faith in your team. You gotta have faith in your team, man. So, what do you think is going to happen with our linebackers, man? Do you think we're going to get another linebacker in here, or do you think Howard's going to let these guys roll, or do you want to see more like Devontae? What's his name?
Davion Taylor
and Sean Bradley.
Yeah, I would like to see more Sean Bradley, Davion Taylor. I don't think the Eagles will get another linebacker in, only because they don't know how to use linebackers. They don't know how to use them. Yeah,
because these guys are top 10 in tackling, but they're waiting till these running backs get way past the line of scrimmage before they go tackle anybody.
Right.
We need a big thumper linebacker. That's why I thought Jalen Smith would have been perfect. Someone that's not scared to go put his nose in there and go hit him behind the line of scrimmage.
Right.
No,
I hear you.
I think I'll be willing to give up a first-round pick to trade for a linebacker before the trading deadline. What about you?
It depends. Right now, it depends on what our record is. You're looking at, like, let's say we lose to Carolina, we lose to Tampa, and we lose to Raiders. We're 1-6. I'm not trading a first-round pick. You have Miami, who looks like they're going to be a top 10 pick, and then Carolina, who knows? So, yeah, I wouldn't do it yet. No, I probably wouldn't. But I mean, it really depends on like what linebacker. Who are we talking?
Like, say if we can go pull Patrick Queen from the Ravens.
I probably wouldn't give a first-round pick because I think those are going to be really high.
Yeah,
I'd give a second-round
right
pick.
now. We could have 3 in the top 10.
Yeah,
but I want our Eagles to come back, man. I think we can do it. Like it's not over yet. We still got plenty of time left. We got 13 games left to make the playoffs. Dallas is starting hot. But you know how Dallas is late in the season. They shoot themselves in the foot. So I still think there's possibility that we can get this going.
Yeah, I mean, just win tomorrow, and it'll change a lot of things. If they don't win tomorrow, it's a little bit scary.
Yeah,
it gets scary.
How you liking Gannon? Because my deal with him is like our pass defense got better, but our run defense got worse. It's all because I feel like both of these sides of the ball, these coaches are coming into the season like, we got our plan. This is what we're sticking to. We're not changing. And you guys are too young to have a plan already. This is all, there's first defensive coordinating job, first offensive coordinator, head coach job. You can't be locked and set in stone or nothing. At least Schwartz and, I guess Dougie P was his first head coaching job too. So, but Schwartz, being a defensive coordinator, he can be locked in because he's been around the NFL for such a long time. But these guys are locked in, and it's like it's killing us. Like we shouldn't have been in no zone defense on the 3-yard line. Like who does that? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't understand what he's doing out there. Him saying he don't use dime or nickel or none of that stuff. That's ridiculous. You shouldn't have nothing you don't use. You know what I'm saying? You be trying right now to save your job. You need to have a lot of options to change to try to save it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. No, I agree. I'm not happy with Gannon at all. I don't like his system. I don't like the fact that we don't bring pressure. There's no blitzes. You watch that Kansas City game the whole time. I mean, it was like they just did the same thing the whole game. They did nothing. They took no chances to try to get the ball back. And I've been very underwhelmed by Gannon, more so than Nick Sirianni, to be honest.
Yeah, Nick kind of saved himself a little bit last week. You know what I'm saying? If we don't have those penalties and Jalen throws those 5-6 touchdowns,
Right.
that got those 3 touchdowns that got called back, I promise you everybody would be on the Nick Sirianni train right now, and even on the Jalen Hurts train right now. But the penalties did happen, so we're not on it, and everybody's still a little confused about the situation. But in terms of the
Yeah.
offense, yeah, I'm pretty confident in what we're doing in the offensive game. I think, like they say, they're that close, you know what I'm saying, from breaking down. I feel it, you know what I'm saying? If he runs the ball, to me, it's at that close. All you got to do is
Right.
add the running game into your equation. You know what I'm saying? Because the last 2 games, you've been doing all this play action, and linebackers ain't budging. If you don't run the
Yep.
ball, you're never going to get a linebacker to budge up, period. So
No.
I don't understand how he doesn't understand that. It's like, are you watching the game tape every week? Are you seeing that on all your play actions, these linebackers are not moving? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he got to get that together.
You've got to get it together. I totally agree. It makes you really wonder why they're not running the ball more. And then why do you use play action when nobody's going to bite on it? To me, it's been baffling. It really has. And I think if they just would have ran Miles Sanders more in the Dallas game, it would have been a closer game. If they would have ran it more in Kansas City, I mean, you would think last week with Kansas City's offense that you would want to control the clock and keep them off the field. But they didn't do it. You know, they wanted to go toe for toe, and you can't do that with Kansas City.
They were scoring touchdowns. We had 2 field goals. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't do stuff like that. You're right. You're 100% with that one. And like you said, like, we run the ball, Patty Mahomes doesn't have so many opportunities to score all these extra touchdowns. Right. You know, and if we got those, really, our biggest thing is running the ball. To me, my top 3 things would be running the ball, not running the ball. The penalty is killing us, period. It's keeping our defense on the field too long, and it's stopping our touchdowns on offense. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are really 2 big things. Like, we could be sitting here 3-1, 4-0, depending on, certain situations. If you look at the games, you know what I'm saying?
They could have beat San Francisco. If they played just a little better, they could have beat San Francisco. I really believe that. You know? I agree with you on the penalties, and I agree with you on running the ball. The other thing that I'll say is that the loss of Brandon Graham is brutal right now. You have no pass rush coming from your defensive ends.
Yeah, that's
no pass rush at all. You know what I mean?
What about, are we not seeing enough sweat out there, you think?
I mean, he's gotten less snaps, but I mean, there's just no pressure coming off those ends. The 1 sack he got, it was an offsides. But, he's got a half a sack all year. Derek Barnett has 0 sacks. Avonte Maddox has more sacks than Fletcher Cox and Derek Barnett combined. That's really bad.
Does he?
Yeah. Wow, Avonte Maddox has a half a sack.
That's another big issue I want to talk to you. How do you feel about Fletch coming out saying that he don't like being switched from side to side, 3 technique to 4 technique? You know what I'm saying?
I get it. I totally understand. I think he's got a point because look, dude, this is a guy who's been an all-pro, right? Like a long time. He's one of the better guys in the league. Yes, his production has fallen in the last few years. That's true. Okay, I don't think he's as good as he was in 2017. But now you're asking him to do different things at his age right now. To me, it's like you're trying to put a square peg in a round hole. Stop trying to force your scheme on these players and find out what they do well and build your scheme and defense accordingly. You don't have, I mean, why would they play a 3-4 sometimes? You don't have the linebackers for that.
Right.
It doesn't make sense.
Rookies in there, they're putting Avery in there, these rookies.
They're moving them, they're going 4-3-3-4. Yeah. It's stupid.
Yeah, man. And for Fletch, it's like, you hear the people saying that it doesn't matter because how much money he makes, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's supposed to be this prime time. You should be able to play any spot on the line. It's not like he never played in or he never played these other positions. But for me, it's like, why would you ever take him from the middle of the field? Why would you even put him at defensive end? I know you want, to hold down the line or whatever, but Fletcher's not that fast. He's open age, you know what I'm saying? Like, the speed around that end is not going to give you production you need from him. I'll keep him right there in the middle with Hargraves the whole game.
They should always be in a 4-3 base, in my opinion. That's what they're built for. And yeah, I think Fletcher Cox's production has already been going down already, but this added to it is making it look really bad.
So we don't win any more games. Say we don't win any more games, and it's getting towards week 6. Are you on the boat of trading Flex while you still can trade, getting some high value of them?
I'm for trading everybody except for the young guys at that point.
You like
If
everybody.
you're 1-6, it's time to get rid of Brandon Brooks, Lane Johnson. It's time to get rid of Fletcher Cox. I'm trying to get rid of Rodney McLeod. I'll trade Darius Slave. I don't care. I'll trade
Whew.
them all.
All of them.
It's
That'd
time
be
to clean house at
a lot
that
of good
point.
draft
Yeah.
picks. I can tell you about that. You can get some good
Yeah.
draft picks on those players for
Yeah.
sure.
Well, listen, Miami's got to play. I think they got to play the Buccaneers this week. So that's 1-4. Okay. So now they're a 1-4 team, most likely. The Colts got to go play the Ravens. They could very well be 1-4 themselves. So, I mean, we are looking at a situation where the Eagles could be picking 2 top 10 picks and maybe 2 really early seconds, because I do not believe the Colts will keep playing Carson if they're out of it. But I mean, could you imagine what kind of like rebuild you could do with all those picks if you hit on them? I mean, you're talking defensive end, corner. I mean, jeez.
Because we need a first-round linebacker if that's the case. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to stop with your old ways of picking and go grab a big stud linebacker.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I agree. I agree. I mean, I think my number one priority is premier pass rusher. They need a premier defensive end. They need somebody, because that's what the Eagles build their defense on, that pass rush. Then I need a cornerback. Then I need a linebacker. Then I need a safety. I need all of them. And I need another interior offensive lineman.
How many of these one-year contracts you think is coming back next year?
So far, none.
Not even Harris?
Maybe. I mean, maybe he comes back, but if he has a great year, he's going to go somewhere else,
Yeah, go get some of that big money. Tommy, our head coach, between 1 and 10. We got a question here. I will give him right now, Nick Sirianni's a 6. What about you?
4.5.
4.5.
I really bought into what he was peddling. Okay, it really got me excited and stuff.
Fool's gold right now.
And so I'm like, man, I feel like I was listening to a politician. You know what I mean? Say promise you the world to give you nothing.
Give you absolutely
nothing.
Someone lied on his application.
Because everything he said he was going to do, in my opinion, he hasn't done yet.
Yeah,
just do what you said.
A lot of 2-back sets. Have we seen that yet? Have we seen a fullback out there the whole season? No. You know what I'm saying? All these multiple formations, player to player strengths, the defense is all of them, from Slay to Cox to all these guys are frustrated out there. You know what I'm saying? You got your best running backs frustrated to the point where he's slamming the ball down, looking at you like you're stupid on the side.
Well, yeah. And think about it. I mean, like in preseason, they barely gave Miles the ball. And then it was like reports saying the Eagles aren't giving the ball much because he's going to be featured in this offense. They're going to build their offense around him to help protect the young quarterback. They did nothing of it. Nothing.
Right?
Nothing at all. It's
and
frustrating.
What are all these extra special screens? Like, what's this advantage that you're supposed to have? That's the reason why you didn't play your starting offense, because you had all these plays, and it's going to be to the advantage of the Eagles not showing all these plays, because I'm seeing the same team like every week.
Well, and the thing is with the wide receiver screens is a lot of times when they run the wide receiver screens, Arthega-Whiteside, the umbrella man, is on the field. So it's like, you think every defense is not going to pick up, okay, number 19's on the field, either a runner or a wide receiver screen. It's just ridiculous.
How do you feel about getting Quez the ball more? I feel like he's the only real receiver in terms of like, actually, you just throw it in his area, he's going to make sure he's going to go get it. Everybody else seemed like they want it perfectly thrown to him.
I think, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I think Devontae Smith and him have been fantastic. Mm-hmm. I think Devontae Smith could have big yards. There's some of the stuff that I've seen. He's always open. I think Quez needs to play more. I would keep Rager in the slot, and I would play Quez almost as many snaps as Devontae at this point.
Yeah, and what about having Quez and Rager on the punt and kickoff return?
I mean, Rager, I thought would be better. He hasn't been that great yet. I think he had a decent punt he punted kickoff against Kansas City. I can't remember, but I thought he'd be better. I would take Quez off of it. Yeah. I don't want Quez on it.
No, I want to see more from Quest too. Like, I just feel like he's the, like Devontae last week kind of changed it a little bit back to, okay, I can see why you're featuring him too. I think it's going to take him, he's still a rookie. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things he has to learn still in the NFL. Yes, he got great footwork, you know what I'm saying? But I think that's San Francisco really good team. He has, a lot more problems getting separation there, But then he came back to Dallas game. He could have got the ball a little bit more than what he did. He was open a lot of plays, but Jalen was running for his life that game as well. What do you think? You think Jalen is gonna have a good game this week, or you think it's gonna be, back to the old?
Well, I mean, we're playing a better defense, right? I think Jalen's going to be fine this week. I think he's going to have a good game. The question to me, the key to this game is, can the Eagles get pressure on Sam Darnold? Sam Darnold crumbles under pressure. I really think if the Eagles can do that and run the ball effectively, because I think you could run on Carolina, I think they win the game. But those are the two things that I think they have to do.
Yeah, what? I think Zeke's still running from last week's game.
Yeah.
As many
Yeah.
yards he was running last
Yeah.
week, man. Everybody's like, "Oh, Zeke's washed the last couple of games. Zeke's been back, man.
I think it's a break that Christian McCaffrey's not playing. I think that would have been really bad for us.
Yeah, if he played. But
Yeah.
Chuba's not no, slouch.
No, Chuba's good. Yeah,
back
no,
either.
he's not bad, but I mean, I don't worry about him as much.
Yeah, he's not no CMC out there, and I think that is Darnold's security blanket. What about DJ Moore? What's your impressions of DJ Moore so far?
Great receiver. I think he's a stud. I think he's a stud. But that goes, and I think he'll get his yards. I think Robbie Anderson, from what I heard, and I'm not positive because I haven't watched really Carolina but one game this year. I think that the Darnold and Robbie Anderson are still trying to kind of get in sync. But they got dangerous receivers, no question about it, which is why you have to get pressure on Darnold. Darnold under pressure is not good.
Who you putting on DJ Moore? Are you putting Slay or are you putting Nelson?
Well, if it was me and I was the Eagles, I would always put Slay on the best receiver. I am not a man who believes a guy like Darius Slay or any top corner should ever be worrying about zone. They should play man to man, because here's why. Those kind of corners like him, Jalen Ramsey, those guys, they feed off of the challenge of going up against the best wide receiver. That's what motivates them on Sunday. That's what that gets them fired up. You're taking that away from him. It's like stupid to me, It's stupid.
Yeah, man, it's just crazy to watch it right now. Like you said, I'm a fan. I'm like, man, we should be sitting here 4-0. And like you said, I'm not really I had some content creators from Panthers on this week, and they're just like, oh, we're gonna run all over you guys. You guys won't be able to do nothing. But I'm like, who'd you guys beat? I go, we played those same teams. We'll be, 3-1, 4-0 too. I go,
maybe they will. I watched them on the Thursday night game versus Houston, and I didn't think they looked that great. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought Christian McCaffrey going out is big for them, but I like their coach. They have a really good coach. I actually wanted the Eagles to go out and get. Yeah, I wanted him. I would have liked the Eagles to hire him, but he's a good coach and he's going to do a good job. They got a good defense. This ain't believe me, I don't feel like super confident in this game. I just think we got a really good chance.
Oh man, I like that. I thought you were gonna say I feel like we got this. I feel like, just from the players that we've played, the teams that we played and how we played them, like for us to be like penalties, running the ball, are really the reasons why we lost those games. Other than that, we could have beat a Kansas City. We could have beat a Dallas Cowboys. We could have beat a 49ers, And you can't go to shoulda, woulda, coulda route. But I'm just saying, in terms of the talent that is on the team still, if you use them correctly, I feel like we can still beat anybody out there, And we're getting through our tougher games. So hopefully the schedule gets a little bit easier for me.
The schedule gets a lot easier after the Raiders game. So that's why this game's important, because I don't know how you beat the Bucs, but
the Raiders, Tom Brady old.
That's the only way. That's the only way. But if you see, the way you beat Brady is you got to get pressure. This team has not gotten pressured again on quarterbacks, not consistent. So that's going to be a problem. But I I think after that game, I think the Raiders game, I think they got a shot. And if they can beat the Raiders, then you have like Detroit, Washington, they have winnable games. But that's why I think this game's really important for the psychology of this team. Plus, I got to tell you this. I don't know how much these players believe in their coach. At what point they say, you know what, I don't believe in this guy. We're 1-4. He doesn't run miles. He don't do this. I'm checking out.
Especially if they score another 40 burger on us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That never happened before. 2 back-to-back, now 3 back-to-back.
Woo! I mean, you already got reports today saying that Sirianni's frustrated with his defensive coordinator. It's been 4 weeks, and we're already dealing with this. This is not good.
It's not good, right? When you thought all the drama was out of Philadelphia, it seems like there still is some there, man. It still is some there. What do you want to see the Eagles do? I know run the ball, but give me some keys to the game to win this game this week? You know what I'm saying?
The number one key, pressure Sam Darnold. You got to get pressure. You have to generate pressure. If you can generate pressure on Darnold, I think you can stall that offense out. You stall that offense out, then you're going to have more opportunities to score points. So to me, that is like my number one, because and when I say that at Jonathan Gannon, because he doesn't bring pressure. I mean, when I say get pressure, I mean bring blitzes. I don't care. You bring blitz, linebacker. You got to do something to generate pressure. Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing is I think you can run the ball. I run the ball, keep that offense off the field, even though they're maybe not super high powered, but wear down that defense. Run the ball and get Miles Sanders going. If Miles Sanders has 100 yards, you win the game.
Yeah, facts. And it'll build that confidence back up in him. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's like, he's not catching good. I go, football's a mental sport. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can have everybody that's in the NFL got talent. Everybody knows that. You know what I'm saying? And if people are saying he's not hitting the holes right, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's bouncing too much. But I'm like, well, you got to look at it from Miles Sanders' standpoint. He wants to try to hit that home run to get the ball more, period. So he's going to he sees 3 yards, but maybe if I bounce it out, I can get the home run like I'm supposed to, which is not the way he should be thinking, but it's a psychological thing where he feels that I don't know when I'm going to get my next touch.
If I'm Nick Sirianni, this is what I would do. I would put my cannoli down. I'd get off my fat ass. I'd walk over out of the office to Miles Sanders, and I would be like, Miles, I'm sorry I did not feed you or get you the ball enough these last few weeks, but we go as you go. We're leaning heavy on you. You don't worry about it. Believe us, we trust in you. Go do your thing. And that's what I would say. And get him ready. Get him right up in there and let him know that you believe in him and go use him.
Yeah, man. So what are you thinking? I don't know. Did we already touch on that about Dillard? Are you happy with the 2 games?
I thought he's played good. I thought he's played okay. I thought he's
obviously.
Was that? Oh, well, the penalties are ridiculous. The one penalty, right? There was a touchdown, right? We had a touchdown. And then they called a penalty on Dillard, and then they called a personal foul on Kansas City. So it all set in, and you had 1st and goal at the 2-yard line. That's where you run Miles Sanders. Right there. It's right up the middle.
On the 3-yard line, I would run it 3 times.
Right up the middle, you run Miles Sanders on 1st down. Maybe he gets a half a yard. So now it's 1st and goal at the half-yard line. And then you do something else. If you want to throw at that point, I'm okay with it. On 3rd down, I quarterback sneak it. So, I mean, I just want my coach to have common sense.
Yes.
Just have common sense,
Yes.
But overall, for Dillard, I thought he's been okay.
And do you think Mila is 100% healthy?
No. I don't think he is.
You think they're rushing him back?
I don't know. I mean, MCL. I've had MCL sprains, and they've kind of healed pretty quick. If it was an ACL, I would be scared. I think he'll be all right.
And what's your feelings on this whole situation with Lane Johnson?
I don't know. I've only heard speculation. What I don't know why he's out. Why he's out? Because of pain pills or something like that?
That's what I heard. Something like
Well, here's you want to know why this is going to be very politically incorrect. All right? But here's how I feel. Give him a couple pills and let him go play the game.
Right?
And then when he comes back, take him off the pills. Stop trying to make him go cold turkey and go into rehab or whatever they're going to do. Just let him, help him. But why? I don't understand why he can't play a few hours. Give him a pill. Let's go.
Players should get shots every game.
I mean, I know that sounds mean and bad and horrible, but
worry about his addiction at the end of the season.
Just give him a pill. If I used to smoke cigarettes when I stopped. I used to smoke a pack and a half a day. I quit smoking. I started to cut down. So I say, all right, cut down a little bit, dude. Here, take this pill. Here, pop this little mother humper. Go out and play. Come back, go home, and have the chills or whatever it's going to. I don't know what happens. But, I know that's politically incorrect. I know.
Hey,
but
it's the truth. It's the truth. Don't be worried about a man's substance abuse right now in the middle of the season where he's already going to miss 2 games already. You know what I'm saying? He's our best lineman.
I don't like the whole thing. Because it's like, oh, he's got a substance abuse problem. Now everybody in the world has to know and has to be articles written. Dude, it's a personal matter. Let him deal with it personally. If it's just a matter of he didn't take a pill and he's like, he doesn't feel good because of the withdrawal, then give him a pill. Pop a couple pills, let him play. If not, if it's something like, if it's something else, like, he's having psychological, okay, I understand. But I know that's politically incorrect, but that's my feeling.
It's all good, my guy. Hey, shout out to the 55 in the chat. Much love to all you guys. Please hit that like button. And if you have not subscribed to me or Philly 500, the links are in the chat. Make sure you do that for us, guys. We are always trying to put out that good Eagles content, man.
And look, and I'm not trying to be insensitive. Like I know there may be people that have dealt with. I have never dealt with stuff like that. So, maybe I come from an ignorant point of view, but that's how I feel.
But it's the truth. Like for me, it's like I understand if people are a little sensitive about it. You know what I'm saying? We've done our things in life growing up, but like I said, it's the time is wrong. Like don't do it right now. We're on a losing streak. He's our best lineman. Give him what he needs right now to play. We talk about this the whole offseason. You got 6-7 months to go sober and do whatever you need to do.
They have medicines that they give people who enter like withdrawals to help with the side effects.
Like
give them something
or something like that.
Yeah, whatever the hell it is.
Yeah. Y'all watching the fight tonight? I'm not. Are you watching the fight tonight, 500?
I haven't decided yet. I might watch it. I bet it, but
Who'd you got, Wilder?
I took Wilder to knock him out. Only because it paid out better.
Yeah.
I don't feel that it's gonna happen, but I took the underdog.
Hey, you got it. Go big or go home. You know what I'm saying? Like it's either win big or win or don't even play at all. That's how I do. I'd be doing that Do you play fantasy football?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm stinking it up this year though, but yeah.
Like, do you play the daily fantasy like on a FanDuel or
I do? Yeah, I play DraftKings. Yeah.
Nice, man. Yeah, I like FanDuel. I was on both of them, but here in Alabama, man, like for the first 2-3 years I was here, they wouldn't let you do it at all. Last year was the first year they ever let us do it again. So I just went back with my FanDuel, do the FanDuel every week.
Wait. He said Lane's wife left him? That's what happened? Well,
true?
I don't know. I didn't hear that.
If that's the case, we might trade Lane now. Because that's something that forget a drug, my guy.
Well, if that's the case, then I don't think there's anything you can do because
there's nothing you can do on that.
Mentally, a guy goes to that's got to be tough. I would want to play if it was my wife left because I would want to kick somebody's ass.
True, you can probably get. I'm saying like you probably
I would be very angry. Get me out there and let me take it out on somebody.
It's 2 weeks, but that might take a little longer than 2-3 weeks, before he actually feels like he wants to, depending on how bad it was, what happened, what I'm saying? Like that breakups are deep. What I'm saying? Right. Especially if the wrong things happen, what I'm saying?
That's like, not easy. That's not easy.
Yeah, man. Dang, that sucks. That's not a good thing to hear. I was hoping it was the pill thing. Like that's more realistic.
Yeah, well, the only thing about that was I would think that he would be like 2 weeks later. I thought he'd be ready to go.
Yeah, man. So do you think, but I think it is good for these linemen like Jack Driscoll, Herbert, these guys, because they're the future linemen right now until we actually sign or draft somebody else. So it's better that they get some more playing time now. That was really, like you said, a surprise last week when we only had, Kels up there, and he was the only one doing. He was the only one from the starting lineup in there, and there was still a pretty good offensive line there. Like I said, the only way to really help that is running the ball too. You know what I'm saying? You got to help these guys. If I see another leg injury on this offensive line, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go crazy myself. You know what I'm saying? This backpedaling thing. If they want to be backpedal, they want to backpedal this much, they would have been cornerbacks or defensive, something like that.
You ain't kidding about that.
They need to get these guys where they're like, do you not notice that too? That the teams that we played the last 3 weeks, all they did in the first quarter was run all over us. So by the time the third and fourth quarter came around, our defense was so wore out and beat up on to the point where it's like that's when they start scoring all the down because everybody got safeties coming. Our linebackers aren't meeting nobody at the line. You got the safeties, the cornerbacks coming up making tackles. So by the time you got to the third, fourth quarter, all these guys were gassed out.
Absolutely.
And we rotate people, so that shouldn't even be happening. That's why I say, to save our defense and save, these guys. I think we need to play Taylor. Because Taylor, whenever I seen him in the game, he made some plays when he do play.
Why isn't he playing? Right? Why? I mean, he was a third round pick, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why isn't he playing?
I know he had that calf injury for a little while.
Yeah, he was back last week though.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Last week I seen him sticking his nose in there. You know what I'm saying? But I think they're saying, oh, we paid Wilson this much money. Singleton's a veteran, and it's like hard. Like, how do you look at that? How much we're hating on our linebackers, but they're both like top 10 in tackling.
I'll tell you what, though, Alex Singleton is not that good. I know a lot of people like him. I don't think he's that good. I don't. I think he's a good backup, and that's about it. I think we need some beast linebackers. I think we need to go. I'm with you. I would love to see the Eagles invest early in linebackers.
Like if we do wait all the way to the draft, that boy Harris from Alabama, that's a beast. You know what I'm saying? We can bring one of them guys, continue your trend of grabbing an Alabama player and bring him to the squad. But I don't want to wait till next year, man. Like I hate the people that's like, oh, don't worry, next year we're gonna be able to do this next year, because we're still talking about this year. We still got 13 more games left.
I know. I hate to do it too.
Now
I hate to do it too, but I can't help it. Because I'm like, well, wait a second. If we don't win this week and we don't win next week, the draft pick's looking pretty good,
But like you said, how do you think we're gonna fare up in the division then? The way it looks, I feel like we should sweep the Giants, sweep the Reds, the Washington football team, and get our half a split with the Cowboys week 17.
I think they split with Washington. I think they sweep the Giants. And then I think it really depends on that Dallas game. See, Dallas looks, I hate to say this, but Dallas looks good. They look good. They look much better on defense. And we need them to beat Dallas and choke. I'm rooting for the Giants because I don't want Dallas 3, 4, 5 games ahead of everybody going in December. We got to stay relatively close. But Dallas looks pretty good right now. I hate to say it.
Yeah. She said, it's true. Go check her Instagram. Oh, man.
Well, that's horrible. I mean, that's I don't know where a guy's mental state in that situation.
I don't even know what's her Instagram. What's her name on Instagram? I want to go check this out after we get up here and go see what the hell's going on. Because
I just look up X Johnson.
Yeah. I'll tell you if Lane's coming back or not. Because if it's something deep, then I don't see him being back anytime soon, which is horrible for us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a tough situation. I mean, you get in a guy's head like that messes with your head. I can understand that.
Richard said, "Did your boy Mark Holmes do a shaved head bet with Capozzi?"
I don't know yet. They were going back and forth. I think Mark put a video out just recently, but I haven't had a chance to go through it yet.
Flores said, "Yeah."
Mark made the bet. Then Philly 500's plan worked. Because I masterminded this whole thing.
Yes.
I masterminded this whole thing. I sick Pizzle on Mark Holmes. I called Pizzle up and I told him, keep pressing. So it worked.
Yeah, that'd be crazy if the Giants do win. I'm going to be rooting for the Giants. Like you said, I don't want to see the Cowboys keep winning. You know what I'm saying? Like they can't keep winning because that's going to make our dreams crush more and more and more and more and more all the way down to the end. We gotta catch up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we only played a quarter of football. we expected some bad coaching to go on, early. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's what we're seeing. It's like bad coaching decisions left and right. And now it's like, are these guys gonna really take that look in the mirror and really realize, okay, maybe what I thought was gonna work is not working?
What
Or
if? Oh, I'm sorry.
go ahead.
What if Marianne Johnson is Lane Johnson's ex-wife?
Whoa. Are you Lane
I'm
Johnson's ex-wife,
conspiracy
Marianne
here.
Johnson?
Yeah, I'm just saying. At Marianne Johnson, you never know.
Right? Have you seen her in the chat before?
Nope. Yeah, I see. I think I have. Yeah, but
It's Ashley sometimes.
just saying. That's interesting.
Her name's Ashley Johnson.
No, no. That's crazy. That's a shame, though.
Find a wifey. Yeah, that's messed up. And someone on the team needs to help Lane out. You know what I'm saying? Hey, go talk to him. Buy him some drinks. Share some more war stories. Relationship war stories with him. And get him back on that field. Take it out on that, like you said. Take it out on the field. All these guys are the guys that mess with your wife. I should be joking about that. That's messed up.
No, I feel bad for him.
Is Slay playing though? Because I heard he had a baby.
As far as I know, he was playing. I didn't hear that he wasn't.
Yeah, so the only person I think they said is out is Johnson right now. We brought up LaRaven Clark.
Yeah, LaRaven Clark today. Yeah,
but that's weird if we brought him up and we're not letting Driscoll play.
I just think it's for depth. I think it's just for depth.
Because who's gonna be your depth guys? Driscoll and Herbert. And
well, I'm assuming. Right? I'm assuming it depends who's playing right guard. One of those guys will be on the bench, and then you'll have to have another. You have to have a backup tackle, right? Because you got Dillard and Mulata over there. So yeah, I mean, you could move Driscoll, but yeah, it makes sense to me.
And do you think these guys are going to be able to hold up? Do you think Mulata will be able to hold up against this Burns character? Because everybody in Panthers said this guy's a beast. I haven't watched too much of him.
It depends. It depends.
Beasting out there.
They got good pass rush. It depends who's the. It depends how healthy his knee is.
Yeah, and like I said, that backpedaling stuff not going to help that knee. Not going to help that knee at all. This is the game. If any game this year, Sirianni, listen. Run the ball.
Absolutely.
And let Booby spin. Keep that offense on the field as long as possible this game. We cannot. We can't lose to the Panthers, my guy. I just feel like that's just. If we lose to Panthers, then there's a problem. It's something different when you lose to a contending team as opposed to losing to a team like the Panthers. Not hating too much on you, Panther fans. I got some of you guys in here. But I'm not hating on you guys too much. But, you guys are, coming into your own too this year. You guys got a new rookie head coach. You know what I'm saying? Trying to find your way to NFL. I just feel like that's not a superior enough team to beat us.
I don't. To me, it comes down to the quarterback play. I'm not a believer in Darnold. And then with Christian McCaffrey out, I think that gives us an opportunity. If they get a good quarterback down the road, they're going to be scary.
Oh, better than Christian? I asked them, do you think they should get Cam Newton back? And they're like, as much as we like Cam, nah.
Philly's about to be a middle child. Yeah, because Mark Holmes is my daddy. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I had to say it all week. I have to start every video with Mark Holmes as my daddy for a whole week.
Man.
But it's almost over. This is the last night. Tomorrow when I'm streaming Eagles, I don't have to wear this. I could take it off. I could get back to business.
You gotta get him back, 500.
I'm gonna get him back. I'll get him. I did. Well, I kind of got Pizzle involved in this, but unfortunately, I think the Giants are gonna. I think Pizzle's gonna be wearing the shirt next week.
Oh, you're gonna be sharing the shirt out there. Sharing the shirt. I know. I see you guys. What about what's his name? Bad Dog.
I don't think he bet Mark. I don't think they bet anything. No. I don't think Bad Dog. I don't think Bad Dog was confident enough in the Giants.
How do you like the Giants? You just seen Daniel Jones, throw for what he threw for 370 yards. Are you a believer in Daniel?
No. He had a good game, but there's a lot of things that I don't like about him. The question is, can he become consistent?
Yeah, I call him Danny Food Stamps over here, and I don't think he has a shot in hell.
I'm not shaving my head.
NFL.
Wait, why am I shaving my head? I offered Mark to be part of that. He didn't want any part of it. He never accepted that.
Let's see what we got here.
Hey, Nina,
What do you think about this? He says Jalen Hurts holds onto the ball too long.
at times he does. But here's the thing. He's played 8 games. A guy that played 8 games is going to hold on to the ball too long at times. That's what happens.
Yeah.
If he's
Trying
holding
to
on
make
to the
that
ball,
play.
if he's holding on the ball too long in 3 years, then there's a problem. Like
Mhm.
Carson Wentz. But
Mhm.
right now, that's, I think, natural.
Pills up for the Lions, cold blood. He says, how many points will the Cowboys win by tomorrow?
I'm going to say 10 points.
I'm going to say the Cowboys are losing.
Ooh.
And do I really, like, my football mind is telling me it's not going to happen, but my fan side is saying, please, Giants, figure out something. You know what I'm saying? Run Saquon till he can't run no more. Keep Dak off the field, like we're saying with the Eagles. If they play that game where they can run Saquon, take some of that clock off run that clock off, then you got a chance, Giants. That's the only way you really have a chance.
Right.
And I hope that happens just so we can see them get another L, because these guys have been riding high all year long.
Yeah.
500. You daddy and Mark Holmes.
Boys for life. Boys for life. He even make a video about me, man. I'm still offended. You know?
Oh, you're offended? He did.
Yeah.
Make a video about you?
I was like telling Joey Shea, I was like, I can't wait for what he's going to do to me, you know? And I was like, come on, man. I think it's all. I don't know. I don't care. He probably could say a lot of things about me. I say a lot of dumb things and do a lot of dumb things, but he didn't do anything. But that's all right. I'll get him. I might have to go for his belt too.
Oh, there you go, boys.
I saw that he made. Believe me, it did not go unnoticed that he made a bet with Pizzle. Yeah. I'm thinking 2 belts.
What if Pizzle?
I'll have to unify it. No, I don't think he did. I'll unify the title.
Ooh, yeah, you heard that, boys for life. The champ is here. He said he wants your belt, my guy.
What did I say?
What was it? What was the other Eagle? Was it something like an Eagles belt or Eagles something else that you guys had? That either Holmes had of yours or something like that? Was it like an Eagles belt or something like that, or something that you guys had, or Holmes had, or somebody else had?
Well, Pizzle has the belt that I had that I won from Michael Anthony. Where's the fitness?
Oh,
so they're putting that on the line
for.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The Boys for Life has his own belt.
Yeah, I see.
It did not go unnoticed to me.
Boys
for Life. I saw it shining in the video.
Right? He wears it in every video now. So Boys for Life, the champ says he's coming for your belt. If you still have it, if Cop Pistol decides to, bet you and the Giants win, then you might not have it anymore. But if you still have it, week 17 maybe, we can go ahead and bring that to the Philly side. But yeah, just looking to see if there's any more questions. Anybody got a question for us? You know what I'm saying? Like, we here for you. We got like another 3-4 minutes with Mr. 500. Any questions y'all need for the GOAT? Is that win? We're gonna win, and we're gonna win.
I hope so. I need a win beyond we need a win.
Yeah, like 4 in a row. Like, when's the last time you remember us losing 4 in a row?
Last year, probably, right? We probably did, right?
He said 500. You need to get your belt.
I do.
Go belt for belt.
I do. I need if Dallas wins, then me and Pizzle can't have a belt bet. So I have to go for the Giants. I have no choice.
Yeah. You gotta get that belt back. That'd be perfect too. Another belt for belt match, man. That's awesome. I like things like that. Let's see. Chelsea, ex-wife Lane. You had a question? Well, go ahead and say it, because we're running out of time, guy.
What's up, Jadis Young?
Jadis. How you doing to beat my? How are you going to beat my Panthers? We talked about it.
Pressure. You got to get pressure on Darnold, and you got to run the ball effectively. I think those are the 2 ways. Now, whether they do it or not, that's a whole different. We're going to find out. But that's how you do it.
Our boy Hargrave's having a Pro Bowl, All-Pro type season right now.
Oh yeah, he's dominant.
And if Flex can get on board with him, and
Right.
the coach and put him in a better position, I think we'll be good there in that pressure standpoint.
Yep.
Go back up to my question. I asked 500.
Yes, we're doing it. Yes.
Yeah, they're doing it. They are
Doing
definitely
it
doing
right
it.
after this.
Lane is out treatment as an injury.
He's out treated. Yeah, I wish Lane nothing but the best. I do. That's never an easy situation, you know.
Yeah, that's messed up too, man. Like, especially to happen right there in the middle of the season. She could have waited. She could have waited. Can we trade Wallace if he's healthy? Tweet on Twitter and comment on IG how he drafted Miles 2.0.
He's never healthy. But he's never healthy.
Is he even back from being hurt?
No, I think I don't know if he's. Oh, I didn't see him on the injury list, so maybe he's back. I don't know yet.
Yeah, Richie. They said Jack Stoll was supposed to play fullback. I thought that was the whole reason why we kept him on the roster in the first place. But that would be nice.
It'd be nice.
Any windows in the basement? And he says, "Well, you got a record prediction. I mean, score prediction for this game."
Me, I am not making any predictions. I've said for the last 2 weeks that I have no more expectations when it comes to this team. I'm just going to let it happen. Every time I give a score prediction, it haunts us.
I'm usually pretty time, except for the first week. I was pretty close.
What's your score prediction?
My score prediction is the Eagles run the ball. We kick some ass. 31-10 Eagles. Booyah! I said it, Carolina Packers.
I hope so.
I said it. We're coming for blood tomorrow.
I haven't
let booby spin.
I haven't smoked a victory cigar in 3 weeks.
Ooh.
I need to go out and smoke a nice stogie. And I haven't been able to do it but one time this whole year. So I hope that we win tomorrow. If we win tomorrow, I think it changes the whole season. I really do.
Yeah, it does. So what? We're 2-3 then, and I reckon
2-3. No, and if you lose to Tampa Bay, you're 2-4. But you got your easy part of your schedule coming.
Because I think everybody knew these first 6 was hoping to be 3-3 or 2-4. We'll be all right. Going down the back half of the schedule.
My initial record prediction was the Eagles were going to go 2-0. Then they were going to lose to Dallas, Kansas City, beat Carolina, lose to Tampa Bay and Oakland. So I had them starting off 2-0, but then faltering here. That San Francisco game really screwed me up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Okay. So it gets you back on track. We get a win, especially if we can pull out another win next week. But, we got a lot of content to do before then. Hey, man, thanks again for coming on the show, Richie.
Of course.
I do not have another stream tonight. I did a lot yesterday. We're getting ready for it. We're going to have a round table in the morning on the network channel. We got our pregame show on the network channel. We got 4 PMP. We got Cats Wild or something like that. And then there's like 4 other content creators from the Panthers. They're all going to be on a round table tomorrow morning. So check us out in the morning, my guys. And I'll probably be checking out the Philly Shakedown as always.
Yeah, man. We'll be there.
Tonight. So make sure you guys subscribe to both channels. Hit that like. We still got 55 in here. Hit that like on the way out. And much love to all you guys. Like I always say, fly, Eagles, fly. And until next time, this was BIRDGANG Nation Sports Talk. I'm your host, BIRDGANG31, and we are out.
Peace.
Peace.